So what is the team camaraderie like been this year?
It's been really good. Like we've had, like the girls said, a lot of team bonding activities. They've seemed to get along pretty well. They obviously are always going to have their moments, but they seem to kind of get over it pretty quickly and stick together.
Any difference you see heading into this year compared to last year?
Not really. We returned most of our team, so the group dynamic hasn't really changed a whole lot. The girls are really driven and want to go far, so they've kind of all come together over the off season more so than anything. I think it's brought them probably a little bit closer and have a better understanding for one another.
Was there a certain point last year where you knew this group was pretty special?
I knew going into the season that we would be good. The last year prior to that, they made it to regional finals and played Lansing Christian again, who went on and won the state title that year. And the game was fairly competitive in the sense that they kept the game close. They were able to score goals, and we still returned a majority of that group as well. So they were just young.
Final call for all field events.
Lansing Christian just had some really solid players that have gone on to play at a high level. So I knew going into it that we'd be a really good, solid team, and the goal was kind of the same way. Last year was to give Lansing Christian a really good game and see how people
meter low hurdles.
Is there anything you've changed as a coach for these guys? Is kind of seeing what their game is like? Have you kind of changed your approach at all?
Yeah, a little bit. We've talked about it here just in the past few weeks and kind of blew some things up and moved players around to go into different areas of the field and see what happens from there.
And the goal this year is obviously state championship or bust?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's at this point what we want to do, and we kind of know like this is our big year to make a push for it to get there, and so we want to strive to get there.
I probably should ask the players this, but having the state rankings be as they are, does that kind of motivate you to kind of coach them a little harder and push them to keep winning games?
Yes and no. Like I think I don't necessarily try to push them any higher because I don't necessarily put a whole lot into the rankings other than it's great to be ranked highly. I tell them just so that they get mad and want to prove everybody wrong and go after it, but I don't put a whole lot of stock into it because it is what it is. I mean, we were third in the state when the season kind of ended last year with the rankings, but what does it really mean in the end? It's just, hey, who finishes where in the tournament? So,
is there anything in particular you think this team does extraordinarily well?
We just fight. Like we battle, we grind things out. Like our game last night was the same way. We just, we're not super deep. We have 16 players on the roster, and there's times that we only go 12 players off the bench. Maybe pulling one or two. We don't sub a whole lot. We just have to grind it out.